Go on. So we've just got back from our morning walk. The dogs are chilling and I've got my nice cup of tea here. And I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm Alison, the Whimsical Felter, and I've been felting for around 12 years. I've always done crafting and making of some description. I don't sew very well, and I'm definitely not a knitter. I do a little bit of crochet. But I fell into felting and I absolutely love it. I have been selling at local craft markets and events for over 10 years and I love it, but unfortunately the last couple of years have been a struggle for me health wise, and physically it is so demanding that I just had to make the decision that I couldn't do it this year. So I did a lot of research into YouTube and had some inspiration for a few YouTubers. One called Felts by Philippa, and she's lovely. I love watching her vlogs and her little videos. And another lady who isn't a felter, but she is retired and she's over in Canada, and her name is called Lisa Solo Second Act. So check her out if you are like me, 59 going on 60 shortly, heading for retirement, and yeah, looking forward to that next phase of my life. So I'm not very tech savvy at all, so going onto YouTube has been a real challenge, but to be honest I really loved it. And once I got my video out there after doing months of what seemed like practice and research, I just had to jump in and do it, because I'm not very good at editing yet, and I just make the videos and just tidy them up a bit and then put them on at the moment. So you may have to hear a lot of background noise and stuff like that, but it's just the way I work, and I just are really enjoying it, and I'm doing what I love, which is sharing my passion for felting and teaching other people how to do it, because it is sort of magic. You are sculpting with the wool, and I've always said to students that I've taught in the past that the only thing holding you back is your imagination, and once you've learnt the basics, just have a go and go for it, and you just have to have a lot of patience. But anyway, I hope you will have patience with me over the next few months as I progress through my YouTube journey. And I'm just going to give you a little show around my craft room and my little garden, and introduce you to my two little dogs, which I've already put a little video on at the beginning of this, of our morning walk, and I hope you liked it. So let's go and have a look at my craft room. Right, so this is my little craft room, which is my spare bedroom also, and you can see I've got an awful lot of stash, a lot of wool for wet felting and needle felting, and also my paintings, painting stuff. I do like to do painting and pastels occasionally. My next project is just on the go, and I'll be sharing that with you in the coming weeks. Some wet felting hats and lots of bits and pieces up there. Every single space is utilised. I did do a de-stash this year and got rid of a lot of stuff to a local charity called the Hub and Scrap Store up the road from me, and you can buy stuff and donate stuff, and all the money goes to helping people with learning difficulties, which is a fantastic charity. So here is one of my hares, which I just wanted to show you, and I love this little guy. He is just so cute, and I make an awful lot of hares. I made loads over the years, too many to count, but I might do a little compilation of pictures to show you what I've done with them over the years. And I will be doing a simple hair tutorial soon before we move on to a more complicated one. and I just love doing their feet and their ears just extra large, giving them more character. As I said, all my things are quite whimsical and fairy tale like. I love myths, legends and fairy tales. And you can see here there's a few bits here which I've been doing lately, and some bits which I've had for a while but just haven't sold. Yeah, so that's my little workspace up there. You can see some pictures in behind. The one on the end I haven't finished yet. That's of my dear Frankie, who we lost last year. I always do a picture of my dogs because they're always with me in my craft room, and yeah, they just stay with me. So anyway, I'm going to take you down to my garden next. So this is my little garden. We do live on a really busy main road in our little town in Somerset, but this is my sanctuary, and we try to get out into the wider countryside as much as possible with the dogs and down to the coast, which is only about a 20 or 30-minute drive. Our little pond with our solar powered pump. The birds love washing in that. Hear the dogs barking. Here they come. Trees have got lots of berries on this year, and the roses have been good, but unfortunately we've had a lot of rain and wind lately and it's just battered them a bit, but there's a lot to come. So see my gargoyles. I do love gargoyles and different things I stick in the garden, all quirkiness. And I particularly love this. This is a giant scabious, and I just love the flowers, and the bees absolutely adore it, and it's got such long stems. You can put it in a vase and it will last for quite a long time. And I made these from some sempervimums and some shells that we got from our trip to Scotland last year, and these bowls I acquired from somebody who was chucking them out, and they're actually bonsai dishes, bonsai bowls, and I think they work really well for that type of thing, so I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, very packed, so I'm looking forward to everything coming out. We redid this bed last year, put a new tree in, which is looking great. You'll see the wind blowing, so I've had to really shore it up so it doesn't get snapped off in the high winds we get, so I'm hoping it'll survive. And this is my summer house where I used to do my crafting originally, but the trouble was it got too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter, so I decided to go up into the spare bedroom, and that's where I've been for the last couple of years. So anyway, I hope you like this little insight into my garden, and I'm just going to introduce you to Polly and Lily. There's Polly. She's not looking very impressed. Hello, Polly. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. She's lovely. She's a little rescue from Spain. We've had her about 4 years, and I'm just going to go and introduce you to Lily. So this is Lily, and she's a little Chinese crested, and we've had her for about 9 months. She was a little rescue, and she is a proper little character. She's not looking too impressed at the moment at being on film, but believe me, she is a real live wire, and I'm sure you'll get to know her as we go on. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you join us again for more tutorials. Take care all.